Hey everybody, good to see you all back. In less than a month, I will be celebrating my birthday. Does anyone out here have a birthday or an anniversary coming up? Not too many, but there's a few birthdays and anniversaries. That's great. Yeah. Why celebrate? Because it's a fantastic day. A good reason to have a party. Yes, absolutely. So we're actually going to start, and I decided to create a Why Celebrate worksheet that you all picked up when you came in. We're going to do a group reading. Now we're not going to read the instructions first. If you look at it, you notice it says like why celebrate, and then there's a little section of instructions, and then there's the number one. We're going to start at number one. What's a group reading? It's kind of like in when I was a little girl and we went to school, we would all say a prayer together. Yes, so everybody's saying the same words at the same time, and try as best as you can to read along with everybody else. In our bustling city, there is a holiday that celebrates the beauty of our community. My family especially enjoys this display of energy and joy that brings everyone together. A young boy, full of curiosity, made an inquiry about the railway and its journey through the valley. While rocking her baby, a lady with a warm smile shared her memory of a past holiday traveling. A guy played hockey with his friends and made a display of his ability in the sport. As we stood in the sidelines, someone was talking about the importance of safety during play. The party, which was for charity, ended with a meal that included turkey, cheese, and fruit. Amidst all this festivity, the key to having fun seemed to lie in the quality of each simple activity. Nicely done. Good job, everyone. Yeah, group reading is a little bit awkward sometimes, but we all got a rhythm going and we kept together, so that's great. Now you'll notice, now we're going to take time that we'll read the instructions. Looking at the letter in the upper right-hand corner of this page, you'll find two students with the same letter. Two other people in the class will have the same letter as you. Yeah, I counted, I divided, I made sure I printed the right number of copies. I'm a little obsessive, what can I say? In your group, find all the words ending in Y in the following passages and write them down. Now, this is going to take a bit of time, so take your time and we'll come back. Any questions about any of the words? Oh, what's that word there? Bustling? Oh, it means very, very busy. It's a way of making it sound like it's almost humane. Toronto's a very bustling city. Yeah, very, very busy. Curiosity. The fact that you asked shows your curiosity to learn about another language. Yes, you're wondering, you're curious, it's like a little puzzle, you want to solve it. Good, good. Any other words? Okay, great. Groups A and B, how did you do? In our bustling city, great. There is a holiday, yep. Beauty, fantastic. Community, great. Family, you're right, especially ends with a Y, but in the instruction it specified nouns, that we wanted to choose nouns, and especially is actually talking about enjoys. It's called an adverb. It's enhancing. It's describing how much we enjoy. Really, especially means really a lot. So really enjoys. Yeah, it's not a noun. We can't buy especially. We can't buy family either. No, but right. It's not a person, place, or thing. Especially is not a thing. Yeah. Display. Energy. And joy. Any other words there? You got it. All right, super. In our previous class, we simply added S to the nouns to create plurals. Let's experiment with the first two Y words of city and holiday from our list and see what happens. Right, last class we said, okay, we're gonna just plop on an S. What does that red line mean? Has anybody ever used like a program on their computer? It means there's a spelling mistake. That's right. In English, if a word ends with Y, sometimes we add an S, but sometimes we have to what's called drop the Y and add IES instead. So with your group, I'd like you to take this opportunity to discuss what is the difference between cities and holidays. Yeah, I'm not wanting you to tell me, okay, the city is a place where we live, holidays is a day of the year. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at what letters are used. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk about it. Okay, 5 minutes was a little bit too long, and I noticed in my notes I said only 2 minutes, and it looks like the rest of you have now gone on and said, okay, and have started working on the rest of the sheet, which is great. But we should, as a class, talk about what did you discover or what did you notice about the word city compared to the word holiday. Holidays. One has a T before the Y, one has an A before the Y. Can you stretch it out a little bit more than that? Because there's like, if I put, let's see, oh, I can put Y here. And I could put a Y here. So what's the difference? What about energies versus joys then? It's still different letters. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes. The A and the O are both vowels, and our vowels are A, E. That's right. Good job. E, I, O, and U. Sometimes Y, but energy, because G is a consonant. Good remembering. We have to, oh, let's take those caps off. We have to put in IES, and Joyce would say the same. Okay, now that you've got all of that, take a couple of minutes and fill out the rest of the worksheet. Working with your group, on the back of the worksheet, write the plurals of all the nouns we found. Now we're going to try to use these plurals in sentence forms from the worksheet. When we did it this last class, we discussed how some words like verbs would have to be changed. So if we go in example number 1, in our bustling city there is a holiday, would have to change to in our bustling cities. Does that make sense? In many bustling cities, there is holidays. There are holidays. Good job. Yes, you'll notice that there's still words that end in that lovely T, but there's many other words besides the T that are used here at the end. Is there any words in here that you don't understand? Go through and create as many plurals as you can. You have 20 minutes to finish this, so you should be able to do that in 20 minutes time. The other thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to create a sentence and a question on the bottom part of the page right here using one of the words. So let's use university. So what would you say for university? What would your question be? Do you want to go to university? Yeah, perfect. Do you want to go to university? One response in the sentence. I went to the university in Toronto. And then it says singular noun and one responds with a plural noun. So let's go down here. I went to 2 universities, one in Toronto and one in Hong Kong. Cool. I want to be my daughter. You've created your question, you used created an answer with the singular, and you created an answer with a plural. Perfect. And like I said, you have 20 minutes to do that. Just one final note. None of the nouns we used today were proper nouns. Now to make proper nouns plural that end in a Y, like Kennedy and Friday. Kennedy has a consonant before the Y and Friday has a vowel before the Y. But it doesn't matter. If it's a proper noun like Kennedy, the family Kennedy family, it just adds an S so that it's like Kennedys and Fridays.